Hey everyone, this is Shelby. Welcome back to A Little Literary Love. I'm glad you are with me today. So today's video is going to be me talking about all of the new romances that are coming out in September. As I say in all of these release videos that I make, this is definitely not an all-inclusive list. I have started seeing some other people put out their own September releases, either videos or posts on Instagram. And there's definitely a lot of books that I did not include in this list. I have about like 18, I think there's 18 books that I'll be just kind of briefly going over. These are mostly ones that have caught my eye. I'm sure there's tons more out there. I think when I was looking at a list on Goodreads of September romance releases, there was like over 100 on there. So this is just a very smaller version of that. But like I said, these are books that I am interested when they do come out, or I think I have like one arc that is coming out, and just kind of overall books that I am interested and hoping to pick up in September. So I will try my best to go in order of all when these books are coming out, but you'll know I'm kind of a little bit all over the place, and I know sometimes I forget stuff. And I will also post the date with the book of when it will be coming out as well. So first book that I have is September 2nd. That is going to be Mated to My Ex by Kate Pryor. What I know about this one is that it is a second chance for a divorced couple. And apparently they are fated mates and there's nodding involved. And it kind of sounded like they got divorced and then they're at a wedding or some other event, and then that's after they've gotten divorced, then they realize that they might be fated mates. So that sounds really interesting. I've already seen some ARC reviews for this book and it sounds really good. Super excited to try that one out. Then on September 3rd, I have Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I'm having the hardest time reading my writing of the notes that I took about what this book is about. I'm pretty sure this is fantasy romance. There is a contest in a haunted mansion. So that automatically sounds really cool. It kind of gave me a little bit of vibes of these books over here, The Serpent and the Key and the Wings of Night, where there's like this competition and she has to rely on somebody else to kind of like buddy up with to get them through the competition is what it sounded like. But I thought it was very interesting that it takes place in this haunted mansion. I don't know, that sounds really cool. I'd like to try that out. Then also on September 3rd, we have Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. This is her newest series that Elsie Silver is putting out. So this is the second book of the series. I'm not sure what the series name is called, but this is a small town, which Elsie Silver pretty much only writes small town romances. And this is about a single dad. And I think the female main character might be like some sort of like celebrity or like a star. I can't remember if she's a like a singer, something along those lines. And then next we have on September 6th, we have Puck Around and Find Out by Sarah Blue. This is the third book in her Hockey Omegaverse series. It sounds like there might be like some dating in secret, and I think I saw something about that this is MMF. I'm trying to remember. I know I saw Sarah Blue put out this thing where it showed the other books in this series and like the different tropes associated with each book of the series. I think that's what this one is. I could be wrong. And then on September 10th, we have The Royals Upstairs by Karina Halley. I think this is just her kind of going off of, she has another royal book that was traditionally published, and I think this is just kind of also playing off of it. I don't know if those two books are related or not. So like I don't know if this is like a sequel to that one. I'm really not sure. But I know this is a second chance romance between the royal bodyguard and the royal nanny. So I thought that sounds cool. Then on September 13th, we have Wickedly Yours by Jennifer Chitman. This is the second book. I think this is just going to be a duet, but I could be wrong on that. This is like this paranormal romance that she has written, and it's with like witches and demons, I believe. So this one specifically is a marriage of convenience between a witch and a demon prince. And then on September 13th, we have Between Fear and Favor by Jess Wisecup. This is the third time that I am putting this on a anticipated release video because Jess Wisecup has had to push this book out for 3 times. But I am in a like group chat with her, so I'm very certain, like I'm much more certain now than the other times that this book will be actually coming out on the 13th. It sounds much more promising. So if you're not aware, if you have not watched my other videos talking about this book, this is the third book of her Divine Between series. So this is the second to last book because there's going to be 4 in this series. This is a fantasy romance series. The first book has a second chance romance, and it's been phenomenal, and I can't wait to read this one. I should be getting an arc of that one. That is the only book on this list that I have signed up for an arc of because my past few months, August and July and June, I've signed up for a ton of arcs and it's been really stressing me out. So September, I was trying not to really sign up for really any or too many, just to kind of let myself be able to kind of like relax a little bit and read a little bit more of what I want. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. Totally off topic for this video. So then on September 19th, we have Sunsets and Other Dangerous Things by Danny Frank. This is a paranormal romance. It is a sapphic vampire rom-com, which sounds pretty cool. It sounds like there is fake dating, and then it looks to be, it has grumpy sunshine trope. Then on September 24th, we have The Wraith King by Juliet Cross. I believe this is going to be the start of a new series for Juliet Cross. I think this was supposed to get released earlier in the year and then it had to get pushed back. I'm not exactly sure why, but this is a gothic romantasy, so fantasy romance, involving 2 different types of fae between the dark and the light fae. It sounds like maybe like she's a light fae, he's a dark fae, and they have to get married, maybe? I don't know. It sounds really cool, and I really want to try that out. And then on September 24th, we have A Jingle Bell Mingle by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. This is the third book of their I can't think of what the title of the series is, but it's the third book of their like holiday rom-com series that they have. And this is about the male main character is a boy band member. I don't know a ton more about what this is about, but I know it's a rom-com and I love like almost everything that Sierra Simone puts out. So excited for that. Hey friends, Editing Shelby here. I realized that I absolutely completely forgot one book that I meant to have on this list for you all. That is going to be Pucking Sweet. That also comes out, I believe, on September, if I can look at my notes, September 24th, I believe. But that is the third book in the Jacksonville Race series, or Jacksonville Yes, Jacksonville Rays series by Emily Rath. It's a hockey romance. This, I believe, is a MMF pairing. So we've got another throuple, and then there is a secret pregnancy. Excuse me, not secret pregnancy, accidental pregnancy. So I'm super duper excited for that one. I loved the first book of that series and I need to continue on, and I can't wait to get my hands on the third book. So back to our normally scheduled programming. Then we have on September 26th, we have Beg for Me by J.T. Geisinger. This is the third book of whatever this series is in. It says something, the blurb said something about it has a connection between opposites. This is an enemies to lovers. They are business rivals. There is a reverse age gap, which sounds super intriguing because I think it said something about like she is 44 and then he is in his 20s. So I thought that sounded intriguing. And then September 27th, we have Elevator Pitch by Evelyn Lee. This sounded super cute. This looks like this is a neighbors with benefits to lovers. This has a black cat, golden retriever vibes, forced proximity. They're, like I said, they're neighbors, so that sounds really cute. And then on September 27th, we have a few here. We have Bull Rush by Maggie Rawdon. I'm not sure. This might be in part of a series. I'm not 100% sure. This is Small Town, I think Cowboy maybe. Forced Proximity. This is about a former football player. And this has Divorce of Convenience, which I haven't heard of before. But this looked really good. And then also on September 27th, we have Cheap Heat by Lily Mayne. This is part of a series of hers. That's more like, I think, like modern day, like monster romance. This sounds like it is male, so an Achillean romance. They between neighbors, and now they are co-workers. And it sounds like one of them sees the other one do something, like something kind of sexy. It's what it sounded like in the blurb. And then on September 30th, we have Howl by Allegra Hall. The blurb says this is a prequel to one of her other books, but it doesn't sound like you have to read this other book to be able to read this one. This is between a werewolf and a wolf shifter romance. Also on September 30th, they're supposed to be coming out Slaying with the Sylphs by Hazel Mack. Unsure if this is going to actually come out. I haven't really seen Hazel Mack put much about this, like teasing anything about this on her Instagram. But Goodreads and Amazon both have that this book is going to be coming out on September 30th. So we'll see. This is the 6th book of whatever monster series that she has that's like a small town monster romances. And then I believe the last one that I have on my list is also on September 30th. That is going to be Forgive Me, Father by Katrina St. Clair. All I know about this one is that it's a priest romance. And I heard priest romance and I was like, yes. So super excited about that one. But that is going to be it for this video. That is all the books that have caught my eye for September. So if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. And please leave a comment down below with some of the books that you are looking forward to reading in September. What are some of your highly anticipated reads? But otherwise, that is going to be it. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.